Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell every time I upload. I upload Monday through Sunday from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, let's watch the video. This video is about first date in 3 years. Let's watch the video again.
We made it to the date. He's walking to the door and I'm just waiting. Ooh, I'm nervous. Bitch, this is the update we all been waiting for. Sorry, bitch, I'm literally still in bed, but y'all bitches wanted an update, so here it is. Okay, so we ended up going to this restaurant called Mexican Sugar. It's like a little Tex-Mex kind of thing, but they have really good food and they have really good drinks. We got there, mind you, we both kind of got there a little later than we planned, but it was fine. We had reservations, whatever. Mind you, I was kind of scared to see this man because last time I seen him, we were at the club, and at the club is dark, bitch. So I didn't know if he was cute or it was just dark. But we meet at the door and I'm like, oh, like he's actually cute. He has a really good smile and he's taller than me. He's not super tall, but he's taller than me, right? So we wait for our table. We finally get our table and everything's just feeling so good at this point because we're just like going back and forth, like just talking. We're having great conversation. Like the conversation is flowing pretty well. So then we order. He's like, I don't know what to order. Like, do you know what enchiladas are? I'm like, yeah, enchiladas are really good. He orders enchilada and I ordered like a carne asada kind of thing. And then I went ahead and ordered myself a margarita. He was like, I don't really drink, so I'm just going to get a Coke. I was like, okay. So we're talking. Everything's going well. And then I asked him, I was like, so when's your birthday? And he's like, 9/11. I said, 9/11. Bitch, my birthday's 9/11. So that means he's literally a Virgo. I was like, my birthday's 9/11. He's like, no. I'm like, yes. So we show each other our IDs and we're like, what the fuck? And he's like, it must be a sign. And then I'm just giggling. So conversation's going well. We have a nice little dinner. We just get to know each other a little bit, right? Now this is where all fucking takes a turn. Like, I think if we would have just had dinner and I would have came home, I would have definitely seen him again. Now, I don't know if I'm ever gonna see him again, bitch. Let me just tell you. So dinner ends and he's like, I kind of park kind of far. Like, do you want to just chill for a little bit in my car and talk? And I was like, yeah, like I'm down. So we go to his car and he smokes cig. So he's just outside smoking his cig or whatever. Then he comes inside the car and he's like spraying his car. He's like, I don't want my car to smell. His car's super fucking clean. So we're just talking for a little bit and he's like, hey, do you want to go to my house and smoke a little devil's lettuce? And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm down. And he's like, maybe we could watch a movie or something. And I'm like, you know what? I'm down because the vibes were good. He wasn't making me feel uncomfortable or anything. So we start driving over there, right? And the whole car ride, like, it's nice. He's holding my hand. He's, like, kissing my hand. And he's complimenting me. He's like, you're so beautiful. Like, you look so good tonight. Like, you look so good. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. So we get to his apartment and he was like, do you want me to get everything and just bring it to you if you're more comfortable, or do you want to come up with me? I'm like, oh, either way, like, I don't mind or whatever. Mind you, my friends have my location, baby. I am not getting trafficked or kidnapped. He was like, you can come in, but just like FYI, like we just moved in, so we don't have a lot of furniture. And I do have like a roommate. And I'm like, that's cool because me and my bestie are roommates. So, bitch, ain't nothing wrong with no roommate. I like, come on, like, I'm not going to judge. Like, I don't judge. I'm not like that, bitch. So we get upstairs and his roommate is there. He was like, oh, I didn't know my roommate was going to be here or whatever. So I meet the roommate. I'm like, hey, like, my name's Tati. He's like, hey. Bitch, I go into the room because the room is next to the outside patio. And like I said, bitch, I don't be judging. But this is a little weird. Like, having a roommate is one thing, but y'all have one room and y'all have y'all's bed in the same fucking room. First red flag. Oh, yeah. And by the way, he's like Muslim. This plays a little bit later on because I was like, huh? And he wanted us to watch a movie, but he didn't have a fucking TV. He was like, I mean, I have a laptop, and ever since I went to college, like, I'm just used to watching movies on my laptop. Go outside, we garden for a little bit, like, literally just a little bit, because I didn't want to get too, you know, like, I needed to go home. And mind you, like, I met him there because I don't like people knowing where I live, and I was going to ask him to Uber me, but I was like, I don't want him to know my address. So we garden a little bit, and then we go back inside, and he's like, oh, do you want to go get your car or whatever? I'm like, yes, please. So first he gives me this little oil perfume. He's like, look, it smells like vanilla and you just seem like a vanilla girl. And I'm like, oh yeah, it smells really good. And then he's like, do you have perfume? Like, do you want me to spray some perfume on you? Because, like, we just, and I don't want you to smell like it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I have perfume. I'll spray my own perfume. He's like, no, smell this perfume. This is where it fucking gets weird. And I think it's his perfume. He has me smell it. I'm like, oh, yeah, it smells good. And then he just starts spraying me with it. Not like a quick, no, bitch, spraying me for like 5 fucking minutes. And he's like, let me show you how a Muslim woman perfumes herself. What the fuck does that mean? We just gardened, so in my head, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And bitch, I know I smell good because he was like, you smell so good. You smell so good. So why the fuck are you spraying me with perfume for like 5 fucking minutes? Like, I was literally soaked in perfume. Like, what? He gets his shoes on, bitch. We go downstairs. We get to his car. And he's driving like shit. He's driving like 10 miles per fucking hour. This one thing, though, is hella comical. He's like, what music do you listen to? Do you listen to Taylor Swift? He was like, are you a Swiftie? And then I was like, I listen to Taylor Swift, but I listen to like old Taylor Swift type shit. He's like, well, the new Taylor Swift is good. Let me put you on. Let me put you on. So then he starts blasting Taylor Swift and singing it from the top of his lungs. Like, he's just singing that shit to me. I'm not gonna lie, though. I think that's kind of cute. But what bitch put you on? But the whole perfume thing had already like put like a bad taste in my mouth, because what? And his driving is low-key terrible. I'm like clutching my pearls like, bitch, I'm just ready to get to my fucking car while we're blasting Taylor Swift all the way there. And then he's like, hey, like, do you want to see my sports mode? Like, my car has sports mode. And I'm like, I'm wearing heels. Because why was I thinking that he wants me to fucking drive his car like an idiot? I'm like, no, I'm wearing heels. I'm wearing heels. And he's like, what does that have to do with anything? And then he puts that bitch in sports mode and almost hits a fucking median, bitch. I was fighting for my fucking life. In that moment, bitch, I'm like, nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. Amen. Like, be with me, Diosito. Like, get me the fuck home. So then we get back to the restaurant and we get to my car and we're just sitting in his car. And he's like, hey, so like, do you want to stay over and watch a movie tonight? Like, do you want to come back to my place? I'm like, no, I have to go pick up my son. Because that whole shit was already giving me like red flags, I was like, no, like I can't tonight. Like I have to go pick up my son or whatever. And I'm like, but I'm about to go. So before I can leave, this man goes in for a fucking kiss and then just starts making out with me. And I was down for a kiss, but he's like, sir. And then, bitch, he starts reaching for my orangutans. Excuse me? And honestly, I was really not going for that shit. Like, I gave him a little kiss and I'm like, okay, gotta go. So, yeah. Like, I'm glad I went because I'm open to going on more dates. But what the fuck was that? And no, bitch, you ain't getting no new. Let me know y'all's thoughts. Should I go on a second date? Because he did ask me on a second date today. So what are we thinking? Bitch, I'm thinking no, but let me know what y'all think.
First of all, he comes off very aggressive, and second of all, he's very controlling, and he likes things his way. He doesn't listen to what you say, and you're supposed to deal with that. Now, what do y'all think about what I said? Comment below what your opinion is, and more videos are on the way. This is Life with Sean Renee, and I'm out. Bye!